can see on the table, we've displayed some of the products decor bags are into. So, Mr. Safo, tell us, who are your target market?
Okay, so decor bags basically serve food and hospitality industry. Those are key target markets. But secondly, we also service hotel and retail businesses, and then SME businesses that are into manufacturing for export and then local consumption. We also serve corporates and then e-commerce businesses. This can be used for burger. It belongs to one of our customers, Goes on Wheels. This is a soup bowl.
A soup?
Soup bowl, yeah. So it can actually hold a soup or stew or whatever food you want to.
Yes, these are the raw materials, liver glasses and discarded broken bottles also. Yes, I'm going to show you how we pound the bottle. So as I just fill the pot right now, because it's already heat, it will take 2 to 3 minutes to melt. You see that I'm creating a mark here. And this is the place where I have to connect the other one and cut here, off. Yes.
This place is going to go off?
Off.
Okay.
Yes, so there must be a connection here. Attach it to the same pipe, another pipe. Yes, then I can separate it.
Moisi, I call my condition a blessing in disguise because it made me find myself more. I'm not limited just by the walls of the hospital. My voice goes everywhere in the world.
What deterred you from joining their record label? What was the issue?
It wasn't really an issue. I had to go on a break, a health break, and all that. So considering the break and everything around me, I felt I shouldn't sign because it was going to
come with a lot of responsibility.
Yes, exactly. So I just had to pull out. I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days, you have held me in your hand.
So these are the Gold Coast nationalists at the time, those who the colonial government actually seized as being the reason why that disturbance actually happened. Okay. Now, this is J.B. Dankwa. Okay, this is Kwame Nkrumah. Now, this is Akufo-Addo's dad, called Edward Akufo-Addo. So this is Akufo-Addo's uncle. Okay. And then dad. And this is Akufo-Addo's mom. Oh, and this is their lawyer called Dingle Foot. Dingle Foot is a British lawyer who came representing them. This is Akwa J. This is Thurston Kofi. This is Awuno and all of that.
So many great people in one photo.
Absolutely. Now. So in this picture, our current president, this Mr. Vivian, and a businessman who was part of the Gold Coast, how do you call it, a nationalist effort and arrangement. Okay. And so this picture was taken before they appeared at the Western Committee.
If I was to write a book, I would dedicate that book to her. Why are they? There be a school fees. School na namekwa nenya by only tier school fees. I will be the first person you meet your school fees. Aminana. Edekotu obi anim se mahu se kwianyem. Mon kan chenze me panacho ma wonyi oyi no owu a wa ha me. Onim se o ma me wo no ba ko pe na ono nkwan so na ye ma ma ne wo mo de ko ba bi ono pe na wo ba me fan se wo oyo ba wo a oba chichira busu enti misira no mon kan chenze mo onyi na misiro ko yi no owu a ebe ha me. So me so na me so ma adwebont me am so na menyem bia because na me manage school pass, so I try to abort. Every afternoon I have to come home and breastfeed my son.
Back to the years, I go wandering once again. Back to the seasons of my youth. I recall a box of rags that someone gave us, and how my mama put the rags to use. There were rags of many colors, and every piece was small, and I didn't have.
Dede was born with the assistance of a traditional birth attendant, as her parents couldn't afford to pay hospital bills at the time. There were complications after her birth as the placenta failed to come out and her mother bled profusely. Her mother was rushed to the Koforidua hospital for urgent care and fell into coma on the way to the hospital.
I've accepted my challenge, and I wouldn't push myself to somebody that always makes me an option. You know, I have to move to where if I feel that my mom takes care of me and stuff, yeah, I wouldn't like to include her story in my life. Not at all, because yeah, anytime my story is brought up, anytime he hears about me, anytime he speaks to me, he makes me feel like I'm not important.
To be a side chick is no joke. The person calls you, you have to be there. The person's wife appears, you have to be in character.
I don't think there's anything like a committed relationship is relationship. You don't have to put the tag committed and uncommitted.
You start the talking terms with a woman and you want to start off at places you don't even go there to eat. Probably you buy wache by the gutter at a zongo. But because you want to impress the lady, you start off at KFC.
Why would you even let your girlfriend come and stay in your house? Are you married to her? Is it her responsibility to come and stay in your house? Why don't you call your sisters to come and stay in your house?
Hello, how are you? Okay, I was checking up on you. And that's normal thing that is so annoying to some of us. Have you eaten? You call it in the morning, have you eaten? In the afternoon, have you eaten? In the evening, my dear, you are shame.
If you didn't take good care of your body, you always feel shy to expose your nakedness in front of your man. So that if the light is on, you don't say Dunkaniano. Every man wants to look into the hole and see the trash and he wants to see it.
So you need to learn some of the things outside. No parent will sit his or her child down. This is how to do doggy, this is how to do missionary, and then stuff.
If a man fingers you and doesn't wash the hand and then smells it, it can give him another direction.
Hey, may adio, medio, my adio, with me where the one ye next time ye say.
One thing that women also want men to know is that we don't always want to lay on the bed. Obscure places, surprises.
The bathhouse, when the shower is pouring on you, just touch your toes and everything will be okay.
One of the best rooms to have sex is the kitchen.
You do police station one. Omo be in Africa no mo in Africa no da kan no ko ba. Ya kwa ya card, ya ko twa scan. No so da honorable. Ya ye biele belo mo so mo yin no e chire kura san no mo be fa no de no ko to pass. Omo de no ko to pass so no mo so mo be man drip mo be man pa ne na no ho to no fitisan ya de no ko Monday 3:30. Ansa no mo be fa no de no ko theater. E de no ko theater so mo ka kire say yen ko to moja miensa. And that's moja ne hifa ne be bi enya obi a e be mo obi ayi moja no o mo tin ba ku ni moja no kra jo mo sa check hwe asana nti anopa no ye be wie ya ye ko ye no na me ni me baba ko bi ko ye be ma nti ho na omo bi sam say ne bra we me den na me so oye me ba nti omo frɛ ne di ni ko inside ho na omo ne ni ko kasa nti opie ye no say na oye no na me bisa say di asema say o me dia me bra abonti na one me nkasa ti me ni pie ba abonti na ka che me say me schedule ne mo asema oba be ka nyam je say wawu say no oba be ka kire me na ka kire me peko say wawu na say na wo frɛ me na wo dada wo dia ka kire me na me na so me mu ti o ka kire me apa na me frɛ we no na me born na me na we so buy no so ye ko na me ka kire say comfort wo sister ko e kwa na ye nyina ye di so sun ansa na ye ko mo kire ho na ye ko ko hwe say ampa say
Who's on?
Just as we stated earlier, this is the arrival of some members, some of the minority members. Yes, and this is the minority whip, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak. He's arrived here, and as expected and as announced, we expect that more of them will be coming any moment from now. The MP himself is still in there. Honorable Xavier Sosu is still in there. We will try and speak to the minority chief whip to find out what he's here for.
So what's happening? What did you hear?
So yes, the MP is actually coming out. He has been brought out by the minority chief whip. And there he goes. There he goes. He's going into the car. He's going into the car with the minority chief whip, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak, and off they go. As it stands now, we are yet to see the police that were initially here or the security as it is, but then that is the minority chief whip's car that just came for the MP, and they are gone.
All right, so we're back live here on GhanaWeb TV. This week's episode, we're celebrating two of the players who have given us so much in the Ghana Premier League. I'm talking about Charles the Terror Taylor and Bernard Donbote. But on this episode of the Friday's debate, we ask, between these two players, if you have the opportunity as a coach to sign one on the transfer deadline day, who are you going to sign? Let me hear from you.
When the name Charles Taylor or Donbote comes to mind, is being mentioned, what comes to mind is Ghana Premier League. Okay. And as it takes me to a level of seeing Ghana Premier League on another level, because these two people actually put Ghana on the map some time ago when their name still lives on.
Charles Taylor, I like his performance because he plays natural. I think he was born with he was born with it. I mean the way of playing football, I would say.
Okay, so I have Perez Ezuakwao. He's with the GhanaWeb Sports Desk. Good morning and thanks for joining me here, Perez.
Well, good morning, my colleague Charlie.
All right. Also joining us via Zoom is Emmanuel Ayamga from Pause Ghana. Ima, good morning and thanks for joining me.
Good morning and thanks for having me.
Yeah, how was your weekend? It was a great weekend of football. Kotoko against Accra House of Folk. Your general overview of the entire game.
Okay, so on a professional level, it was great. There was a lot of content to cover for my employers. But on a personal level, as a Kotoko fan, I mean, I was a bit down. Overall, I think it was a good weekend of football.
Bro, I'm listening to you. I don't have money now. Thank you, then.
You're supposed to give me a reasonable doubt. But you don't have to tell me that you don't have money. You are at court.
I don't have money now. Take it off. Before, tell him not to break nothing. Tell him. Tell him not to break nothing. Tell him. So that's why I'm taking it to the engineers to do the right thing.
It means that you're telling me that you won't pay.
I have nothing. I have nothing.
You have nothing to pay.
Forget about that. Take it off. Take it off.
Once you know that you are at fault.
I don't know I'm fault. Take it off. If you are saying you're taking it off, take it off. It shouldn't be a problem. I'll go to DBL and do the right thing. It shouldn't be a problem.
Would you mind? Would you mind? Because I see that this started off as an educative thing. Yeah. I noticed that eventually you are fired up because you were told that your number plate has to be taken off, and you say you can't pay the penalty of 100 cedis.
I don't have it. Bro, don't bring my face out. You can't take it. Okay,
no, that's fine.
You don't have to bring the individual face on TV. That is not fair, okay?
That's fine. That's
fine.
it.
You can go on, you can take the pictures, but not my face for people to know me. I'm a public figure. Don't let people see me.
You know the inside.
I showed you yesterday by 7. Yesterday, I showed you on my phone. By 7. Yes.
At the top.
If you go by, I beg, don't. Let me get the plate. Then make it. You go pay fine of 2,500.
Just this one, this is
but everybody details is in here. All cars, their details is in here that we can do anything we want to do with it at a particular time.
All right. So we noticed this car has been stopped. This is a customized vehicle. We were supposed to get into that later, but it seems this has been stopped, and I noticed there was a particular concern. This is customized. Why have you stopped him? What's the issue?
The concern is we stopped him some time ago at when we went for one of our outreaches. And we went back to the office. We come through all our system. We realized that it is not in the system. So today we are going to charge him. We'll pound the car, we'll send it to our office, and then we'll hand him over to the authority. We don't give it to the police because this particular customized number is very expensive. So when we get you on the road, we take a spot fine of 2,500 from you.
And we are back to discuss issues relating to the arts and entertainment. If it's a riveting discussion, trust Bloggers Forum to deliver. Today on the show, we have a conversation with Black Sherif. He's the man of the moment. His song, First Sermon, is enjoying massive airplay, and a number of showbiz personalities are showering accolades on him.
I don't understand why many artists want to just position, like just tag branding to imaging. Imaging is part of branding. You shouldn't put it there. This is my brand, you get it. Wendy is going to face a lot of challenges in this new direction. As a matter of fact, I'm even afraid for her. You see, I'm afraid because in a country where music culture is not grown to a level where we can easily switch with you when you begin to do what you want to do.
My guest is Jacob Kingston, the son of former Ghana international Larry Kingston. Charlie, welcome.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, how be things?
Good, Charlie. Everything cool from my side.
Yeah. So how many weeks have you been with Accra Great Olympics?
Oh, it's been like 2 months with them, and so far, like it's really good. I've been signed, and then I'm enjoying a couple of friendlies before the second leg of the season starts. So I'm hoping to get some games in the season. My dad also takes school serious, so he wanted me to like be ready before I tackle football, because he knows the football world best. He has played to the professional level, so he didn't want me to risk everything for football, and then in the end maybe I wouldn't get anything out of it. But like I said, now I'm here and I'm working hard to get what I want. So if it happens that I get to play for Black Stars, that's fine.
If you look at the last African Games, Ghana won I think about 12 medals. Out of these 12 medals, weightlifting alone won 9 medals, and I think the rest was won by track and field. You can say same about the last, the one before in Gabon, where I think football also won a medal. So it's a bit discouraging if you're doing the other sports and then you're not being recognized by your nation. But we've tried to manage these athletes, so they're just moving along. Apart from they coming to do project there, we've also spoken to a few corporate organizations like GNPC, who are also quite interested in supporting projects. You see, there'll be so many different projects that we have. Two AstroTurfs there, we have 2 sports halls, we have volleyball courts, we have football pitches, you know, the Olympic size football pitch as well. So as we move along, companies would come on, or we appeal to companies to handle particular projects. For instance, we come to you, can you build a tennis court for us? Or how much is it going to cost? Okay, this is the estimate. You know, so we're going to have so many projects there. Currently, what we've done from when I took over, when Amasama was like a forest, we were able to clear all the trees there. So now Amasama is like a community stadium. That is where all the schools in the district hold their annual sporting event. But we need to build on the fact we have a football field there now, which the children play. We have mini-sized football parks that they are using. We have volleyball side. We have netball, which they are using. But the real project has not even started yet.
Okay.